Hello everybody, what's happening? My name's Neil, welcome along to Midlife Motors. Now it's been a couple of weeks and I've really got to get this car fixed now. I've been using a Polo and it's been fine, but I really want to be driving this again. We're stumped. It's got to go to the specialist. They're in Glasgow, which is about 35 miles away, so I'm up mega early this morning when the traffic's quiet. It's a nice day, so that should be okay, but I'm just going to drive it nice and steady. Keep my fingers crossed that we get there in one piece, and I will see you when we're out the other end. Well, that's me coming up to the exit slip now, and I won't lie, that was a pretty stressful journey. Seemed to be okay when I was going in a straight line, but every time I'm trying to turn, I'm not unhappy that's over. Right, gotta negotiate a couple of roundabouts, but fingers crossed that's the worst of it done. I've made it, we're there. Car's getting locked away behind this gate for a few days until it goes down to the garage. I'm breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief now. And on the flip side of it, just to try and cheer myself up a little bit, guess what I get to drive home in? Yes, the MR2's here. We can take it out for a blast. The sun stayed out. Looking forward to the drive, and fingers crossed we'll get a Mazda fixed next week, so things are starting to look up. Well, we're back after a week and two things have really happened this week. One, it's got a fair bit colder, as you can probably tell by my lovely hat, and two, behind this gate where we left a broken MX5, we now have a fixed one. So what I'll do is I'll get it out. I haven't driven it yet, it got delivered back during the week. We'll get it out, we'll run through what they had to do, and we'll just take it for a drive and make sure it is tickety-boo. But I'm quite excited, my fingers are crossed, I'm feeling quite upbeat. Let's hope that doesn't change. Well, here we go, pulling out into traffic. The old sticky second gear, because it's been sitting. But we're going up the road. And we're not making any noises. It's early days. It's early days. Well, I've done a few miles now getting out of Glasgow and everything still seems to be okay. That's the motorway next to us there, but I'm taking the back road home because there's a few roads that I want to enjoy and try out. But slowing down a little bit while there's nobody around, let's do the acid test. Remember last time when we zigzagged the car and you could hear it clunking all the time? The noise has gone, so that's great news. It seems to be, and it feels really sharp again. It's not lazy turning, it feels really pinpoint accurate again. So the indications are that the garage, thank you MB Jarvie, as always. If you're ever in Glasgow and need work done on a car, MB Jarvie, Adam there is your man. Fixes anything and everything. So it leads us to the question, what happened? Well, turns out that a few people suggested this, so thank you very much. One of the suspension springs, I think he said the offside, so that'd be the driver's side, was not sitting in the top mount correctly. It had moved about 3/4 of an inch in the cup, and that was enough just to have, when we were turning from lock to lock, to hear it clunking every single time. So that was reseated, sorry, back into position. Adam then went round and torqued up all the suspension, front and rear, back to factory settings, and he did say on the front that a few of them moved. So that's something that we might have to keep an eye on in the future. Maybe that's just something that happens, maybe we got a little bit unlucky, I don't know. What's caused it? Again, not 100% sure. You can hear the roads at the moment. It could have been a pothole, it could have been a number of potholes, it could have just been bad luck. The good thing is though, it wasn't catastrophic, it wasn't expensive, and the car works again. Let's just enjoy the road, let's enjoy the car, and but be careful. We're always careful because Hopefully I'll still feel so sharp, this car, man. It's so good. And because it's not bonkers fast, you don't need to nail the brakes hard because you're not going that fast. You just dab them. A little confidence dab, get some weight over the nose so it'll turn in sharp. Changes direction, lovely there. Over the back, just tells you what's going on. Up to this corner, this one's a little bit of a break. I'm getting better now at keeping the revs high in the car. A few people suggested that to me, and it is a good idea. The nose just goes in. Ooh, the nose just goes in now though. It's superb. I love changing gear now as well. Love changing gear. Oh. The brakes work too. This is a nice little bit under the trees here, quite narrow, so it's good to be in a little car, little short car. Small car makes it down through here, lovely. Again, little confidence touch on the brakes. Again, just gets the weight over the nose of the car. So much more composed over bumps now as well on these springs. Those standard springs were pretty lame, to be honest. I'm glad we changed them. I just left it too long. There we go. Well, that's us. We're nearly back home now. Done about 30 miles and pleased to report everything is still a-okay. So it looks like this video is ending opposite to the way it started. It's ending on a high, which is good. It's had like a story, this one, almost, which is wow. If you've liked it, if you can give us a thumbs up, if you can share it, excellent, and if you can subscribe below, then we'll bring a few more videos in the not too distant future. Need to get the SLK sorted next, but for now this one's done. I'm going to drive it a little bit more and enjoy it. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.